welcome back. As you can see, we are in a truck, not the truck. Apparently they were working on my truck, and of course I needed to go out, so they just threw me into this truck for the week. Wonderful. Except that there's no table. This is not big enough to hold my setup for lighting. And luckily I have that setup for lighting, because lighting in here sucks. Yeah, that's it. So I am very grateful for this. Anyways, today we're going to continue with the thermos. We're going to be putting a rose and a fairy on it. And then possibly a background. We'll see where we are on that when we get to it. So, let's get started. Alright, well, this came out really nice. And I think now I'm going to practice on a few bottles for my next project, which is going to be the goblets. That's probably going to be like a few parter because I need to design the actual pattern, which that I'm literally going to be tracing and putting onto paper and then sizing up. But I'm going to be doing that. So I want to make sure that I can actually tape a piece of paper onto something and go through the paper and still make the design. So I've got a few pieces of paper with some aeons on it when I did my aeon projects. So I'm going to grab those, slap it on here, and then try and trace it and see how well it comes out. So let's get that started. So it works. So it works, kind of. Okay, this one came out a little bit better. I think it's because of the fact that it's a thinner tip. I used a much finer tip, so it went through the paper fairly well. didn't come out quite as well. I'm gonna have to finagle with this a little bit. It looks like I moved the paper while I was doing it too, because I traced out most of it, but you see it kind of shot up. It's supposed to be this. That is not that. Absolutely not. So, gonna have to practice some more. Figure out something. Yeah, definitely need to practice some more. All right, well, it's getting late. I believe it's around 12. So I'm going to be ending this episode. We got a lot done. We got this basically finished. Unless I want to do a freestyle, like, mountain in the background. I was thinking of something like that, but for right now, I think this is good. It came out really nice. And trying to practice with tracing paper. It's not coming out as good as I would like it. Some of them I can do fairly well. I think it's more of a take my time and just make sure that if I am going into something that I can have it get destroyed, and I don't need to trace anything else inside it. I think that's just what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to just practice and make sure that I plan out what I am going to be etching. So that ends it for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, and if you really liked it, then hit the subscribe button and the bell to get notified whenever I put out a video. I try to do a video a week, every Sunday. And if you're already subscribed, if you could just share this with your friends so that I can get more out there and viewed. I will be coming back to doing some more jewelry work once I get more metal and material. So, honestly, I'm just waiting on finances to be able to get that done. That's why we're doing etching, because I already have random things that I can etch. So if you could just share, that will help me greatly. But this is the end of the episode, and I hope that you all have a wonderful evening.